2003 Odyssey. Did some repairs and maintenance on the intake, engine, and suspension. On the suspension, I replaced the rack and pinion, in and outer tie rods, straight bar links, lower control arm. Replaced the power steering hose off of the rack and the return hose off of the rack. And the return hose come from the cooler. On the braking system, replace rear brakes, front brakes, and front rotors. And at the rear, replace the coil springs. I use Moog coil springs and shocks at the rear. And in the front, new lower control arms. Okay. On the intake, I remove the intake completely and use Dawn garden hose and a wire brush to clean this intake box out, the cover and the ports. And I use chemical and a wire brush and compressor air to clean the EGR port going to the EGR valve. And I replace the EGR valve. Replace the intake hose, the arm one. I replace the outer air control valve that connects to the throttle body. Okay? You got 2 Phillips screwdrivers that hold it in place. Okay? Unless you're going to clean the throttle, you do not have to remove the throttle or the intake hose. Use a number 3 Phillips and take the 2 Phillips screws that holds the outer air control valve onto the throttle. Alright, you gotta disconnect your coolant hose that connects there, that keeps it cool. Alright. Problem with this outer air control valve, the RPM will go up and come down, and the engine will shut down. Okay? So I replaced it with standard motor product. This is the original one here. It lasts a very long time. It was Denso. Okay? It's in terrible condition. On the engine, I clean the camshaft sensors. You got 2 that sits in the cover that monitor the rotation of the camshaft pulley. Okay? It's very important to keep it clean. I took the cover off and used compressor and blew the 2 camshaft sensor off because it's a magnet and it will attract dirt and any metal and it will give a false code. Okay, so it's very important. Do maintenance, you want to clean them off. It sits in the cover, but I use compressor air and blow it off. Got 2. 6 years ago, I replaced the camshaft sensor. Okay, you gotta remove the timing belt. But before you do that, you want to set a top dead center. All right. Then you can remove the nut off of the shaft of the cam pulley. Alright. I use an impact to put it on and impact to remove it. Alright. That's the only way you can replace that camshaft sensor. There's 2. Place the valve cover gasket front and rear. Gasket on the bolts. And the oil seal for the spark plug tubes. Alright. If you never flush your engine out, the heads tend to build sludge out. So good idea to use this product before you do oil change. Let it run in the engine and then drain it hot. Drain all that sludge out. It's a good product. Keep your engine running smooth. Okay? So if you have any questions working on the 03 Honda Odyssey, let me know. Okay? Simple to work on. Alright? And I can share my experience. If you have a problem with your Honda Odyssey, okay? Later.